Alright, here we go. Dragonite Pokemon Crystal. This is going to be a re-ranking. I did this one against Tyranitar about a year ago, maybe a little bit more. The main thing that Dragonite struggles with is its 4 times weakness to Ice-type moves. So, in the tier list currently, Dragonite's time, 1 hour, 24 minutes and 44 seconds. I am hoping to improve this and at least get it into the A tier today. I would be personally, I'd be very surprised if we got into the S tier. I don't think it's going to happen for a variety of reasons, all of which will become more obvious as I play through the game with it. So let's do that. One thing I'm going to note about this stream that is not going to be like streams that I've done recently, I'm going to be playing this live rather than doing a pre-recorded video. The reason is I did spend the time to pre-record a Dragonite run before this one, but it got a worse time than I got with my previous run. It was like a 1 hour and 25 minute time. It was very close to the previous run, and overall I was just kind of left, I think, unsatisfied by its time. Alright, Dragonite, it honestly does not matter which starter Dragonite faces, it's good against all of them. Hey Scott, how are the wife and the cats? The wife and the cats are great. We have a new foster cat right now, who is also orange. So there's a lot of cat energy in the house right now. Churro and the new foster are like chasing each other around, having fun. Because of that, I didn't sleep very well last night, so if I sound a little bit tired, that's why. Oh, Low Ted Pizza, thank you, Playmaker. It's great to have you here. I should put Dragon Breath in Gen 1 at some point, because it would be interesting to see what damage-dealing Dragon-type moves would do in Generation 1. At some point I'll do that. Okay, let's talk about Dragonite's starting set, because it's pretty unfortunate. Wrap, Leer, Thunder Wave, and Twister. Twister is a trash move, but with the same type attack bonus, it has 60 power. Honestly, not great. Also, Dragon-type moves are special in Generation 1 and 2, which utilizes Dragonite's lower base stat. It has higher physical attack, lower special attack, and that's kind of a problem for it throughout the entire run. If you look at the move pool on the right-hand side of the screen, you will see that it has all of the elemental punches and tons of special coverage, but it doesn't have a ton of good physical moves. It gets Mud Slap as a ground-type move, so Gligar can be sad, but it doesn't get Earthquake. And Earthquake's pretty late into Johto playthroughs anyway. So, in the early game, I'm going to try and skip a bunch of trainers, but I do need to be careful, and I'm going to have to luck through Whitney. Whitney is very brutal for Dragonite, has a flying-type rollout, just does so much damage. So I'm going to be relying on things like Thunder Wave to make her a little bit more consistent. It's not my favorite play, but I do think it's the best thing that Dragonite can do. Spending time grinding on trainers is going to waste more time than just fighting Whitney right away and then lucking through after she misses a hit. Oh, maybe I need to fight one extra... No, I'm good. Abe is actually really scary. He's usually worse than Falkner himself. Hidden Power is going to be Hidden Power Ground today, although I think I can run Hidden Power Dark. I'm hoping to do 2 playthroughs with this new strategy that I've come up with, which personally I think is very interesting and kind of hilarious. So we're going to have to wait till the late game before you'll see exactly how I want all this to come together. But it has the chance of being one of the silliest strategies. Okay, so Falkner, not a problem. Dragonite, again, is pretty bulky with berries. Usually you can get through Falkner. The only time Falkner is stressful is in a case like Onyx had, where you get hit by Mud Slap every turn. Then you have to think about how you're going to level up to make it more consistent. Also, Wrap is just terrible in Generation 2. Can't rely on it like in Generation 1. Yeah, I can use Dragon Rage on the Miltank too. Although, I might not be level 22 by that point. We'll have to see. Because I'm going to try and cut a ton of early game training. I'm going to do a little bit against trainers who give decent experience yields, but I'm going to try and cut a bunch to get there as fast as possible. Like I'll fight Ralph. Ralph is decent yields. Everything is stressful with Onix. Yeah, you're very true. No, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna allow. Yeah, like in this run, I'm not gonna do extreme speed because it's an like a special event move, I guess. I'll probably do eventually a run with it with extreme speed, although it's not the most interesting special move run. Like Gligar from Stadium with Earthquake will be more interesting. He has 3 Pokemon. I'm gonna fight him. Also, Dragonite learns Swift from the TM, so in Union Cave I'll be able to get access to that. It usually requires that I run into a couple wild Pokemon though, because my Repel runs out before I get out of the cave. Little bit annoying. Yeah, Onix with Rock Slide is going to be a good one. There's also a Event Sharpen Onix, which I want to try out. Like a stat boosting move like Sharpen that raises your attack would actually be really useful on Onix. I found this out when recording Porygon voiceover recently, and then I looked and I was like, it's Porygon's signature move. So I looked to see if other Pokemon learned it, and yeah, Onix. Gen 2, Event Onix, Sharpen. Hilarious. My cat is watching with me, good. I'm glad, Top Sauce. Also, I like that username, Top Sauce. Okay. We don't need to heal. We heal after, Kurt automatically heals you after you complete Slowpoke Wall. Just in case. Yeah, there's a Fire Red Porygon video coming soon. This month. We were just finishing it up yesterday. So I'm level 10. Like, Bugsy might actually be difficult because I've cut so much training. This is the curse of the slow growth rate. And it's one of the reasons why pseudo-legendary Pokemon are never going to perform particularly well in solo challenges. The slow growth rate's really going to hold them back in comparison with other Pokemon that are like medium slow, something like that. Like, starters are much better for solo challenges than pseudo-legendaries. Twister is special, Swift is physical. Look at my stats. 41 attack, 30 special attack. So Swift is just much better. I'm going to heal before this fight because sometimes the coughing can be a little bit scary if it poisons you. It's also like level 14 or something. Yeah, 14. Egg move Psyduck. There's an Amnesia Psyduck, yeah. I'm probably gonna... I think there's like an Amnesia Stadium Psyduck or something. I might play that in Generation 1 at some point soon. Because I need to redo the Psyduck video. I also need to redo Slowpoke. I was gonna put them in a video together, but I might just do like a regular Slowpoke or regular Psyduck versus the event Psyducks and compare them all in a video. I think that would be fun. Growth rates, like, they only matter in this kind of format. Why did you heal? Because I'm distracted. That's all. I'm gonna fight this guy here with the Beedrill. He has really good experience yields. I'm trying to target the people that will give me the most experience for the least amount of effort. Yeah, there aren't that many accuracy drops in Generation 2, so you're usually not worried about missing at this point in the game. Feels kind of like a waste of a super potion there, but you know, might as well. In this case, Twister is kind of useful because you can hit these for special damage instead and bypass Harden. Look at how little Fury Cutter does to me. It's like almost nothing. Even if it stacks it up a lot, it's fine. Yeah, okay, Dragonite's good. Latios and Latias. Yeah. Okay. Typically need 7 escape ropes in Generation 2. I'm gonna buy a few extra Pokeballs just in case. I'll save before the rival. Do I need to? Probably not, but I'm just going to be safe. These things can go wrong sometimes with, like, yeah, paralysis. I should just have enough health to survive. And the Croconaw, you would expect at some point it's a water type, it's going to get an ice move for coverage, but no, it's not. Look at this. I'm so glad I saved. This is like probably one of the worst case scenarios for this fight. Look at how badly that went. I have to catch a wild Pokemon. I don't want to be paralyzed. Don't want to be like paralyzed and somehow not be able to escape. I don't think that would be the case. The Johto wild Pokemon are at such low levels that it's usually not a problem. Come on, this is ridiculous. Where is the Oddish? We need an Oddish. Oddish. Why so many Venonat? They know about the channel mascot, that's how. Why? Oh, well, Paris. We'll take Paris. By the way, paralysis does not raise chance to catch in Generation 2. It's a glitch. So don't paralyze things with Thunder Wave, it just wastes time. But Mud Slap, luckily, is doubly resisted by the Paris, so I can actually lower its health. And it can learn Cut. It can also learn Dig. But I've already bought my escape ropes. I just plan to get the escape ropes rather than anything else. Okay. Oops, sorry, no, I gotta talk to this guy. I want to get the charcoal so I can sell it. It's good for money. That's why I backtracked there. One major advantage of Dragonite is that it gets all 3 punches. And being able to buy all 3 punches costs a lot of money this early into the game. You would think that the charcoal would have synergy with Fire Punch, and yes it does, but if you have to sell the charcoal to get the punches right away, I think it's worth it. I don't want to backtrack to Goldenrod City later into the playthrough just to pick up an extra punch. We can of course get Headbutt here. I will wait until the Repel runs out to teach it. Which is just never, apparently. We'll put it in the place of Swift. Swift is really only good throughout the initial section of the game with most Pokemon. I used a Super Potion early, so I'm going to grab this one. I normally don't get it. It's a little bit out of the way, and I think it wastes more time than it's worth, but... Set my waypoint there. I did go around the bottom. I shouldn't go around the bottom. You skip one trainer if you go around the top instead. Yeah, you can also get another charcoal if you really need it. Exactly, like, but I don't think Dragonite needs it. Like, it might be nice to get the damage boost just in the, like, short term, because Fire Punch is going to be doing a lot more damage than anything else. And I fight these trainers because they're mandatory. Yeah, I'm going to do Egg Move series. But I have to, like, okay, no, this is not playback. I am actually playing right now. I am going to do an Egg Move series at some point. But I want to get like far enough into the main series, the actual vanilla Pokemon, that that I feel like justified in adding more stuff to my plate. So like with yellow version, before I do like a ton of like event Pokemon and stuff, I want to finish the main tier list. So if anyone's worried about like yellow being done forever, like yellow is not going to be done forever. So yeah, to buy the Abra there, I had to spend like basically all my remaining money. We will go up north and get more money first before coming back. This guy has good yields, so I like to fight him. And I'm not weak to fire moves, so he's like good experience and gonna help out more than anything else. Alright, with my previous Dragonite route, I had to pick up the Quick Claw now, but I do not get the Quick Claw with this route. I might do it in gold and silver just to make it, like, make there a differentiation between it on the thumbnail. Like, I sometimes think about that, like, what is my the thumbnail going to look like, and if someone looks at the thumbnail, do they know what I'm doing? Like, is it clear that it is a live playthrough? Like, there should be a little live badge on it. Is it clear that, the game I'm playing, is it clear that, like, when the game is different, that I am doing a different style of challenge, like an egg move challenge or something like that. So I'm not sure. The gold and silver is slightly different. You can skip, what's it called? You can skip the rival and burned tower, but you can't do that in crystal. And then there are no tutors, so you don't get thunderbolt, ice beam, and flamethrower. But you do get those in crystal, although they're rarely useful. But Dragonite in my previous run, the previous run with it, I had to rely on Thunderbolt to two-shot Red's Blastoise at level 70. I'm gonna get dig. I don't want to get stuck in the cave today. So I had to use Thunderbolt to two-shot Red's Blastoise at level 70. And level 70 for a slow growth rate Pokemon in Crystal is very hard to reach. Like, you don't want to train that much. Ideally, you can win before that. Especially with a Pokemon that is as good as Dragonite. It feels bad to have to do that additional training. So I'm attempting right now in this second run, I'm going to be attempting to, well, we can just give it that for now. I forgot I don't have the punches yet. It's fine. I want to rely on Headbutt throughout this fight anyway. So in order to cause flinches, oh, are you kidding me? It does 8th damage per turn with Sandstorm. I can't believe it rolled that. I'm going to paralyze the Miltank so that it's not moving first. And then I'm going to hit it with Mud Slap and hope it misses. And it does. Good. Now we can flinch. And we do flinch. And then it stomps and we win. Oh, that was close. But we got very lucky there. That's this is a really good start to the run. I was expecting like in my previous run I had like 4 resets to Whitney. So that made it look easy, but it shouldn't be easy. Like this should be fairly difficult. Okay, how much money do I have? Not enough. See, this is why we have the charcoal. Now I can buy all 3 punches. A fiery punch, an icy punch, and an electric punch. Cool. Ice punch in the place of Twister. We're gonna do Thunder Punch in the place of Thunder Wave, and we are gonna leave Mud Slap for now. Because I have Hidden Power Ground for Morty. That's really the only fight that I'm trying to solve with Hidden Power. You'd think, oh, the Magnemites and the Magnetons, no, they're not a threat. They don't have Thunder Wave in this game, so they're just not nearly as intimidating. Well, like Jasmine's do, but I'm just gonna one-shot those anyways with Fire Punch. Teaching Ice Punch to Dragonite is such an Uno reverse, yeah. Ether here. We'll go and get Hidden Power now. I can probably start skipping that Hyper Potion in favor of having this Hyper Potion here. I'm going to fight this guy. He has really good experience yields. And with Ice Punch, it's going to be... Oh, I thought it was going to be 1 hit, but 2 hits is fine. There's also another Nidoking guy that you can fight by Lake of Rage, who has really good experience. So I'll probably fight him as well. I can get this Hyper Potion instead. I'm also going to get the Full Restore at the Lake of Rage, so that's like 3 really good healing items in this section of the game. You typically don't need to buy any more in these playthroughs, even with bad Pokemon. You can just pick up the ones that are available to you along the regular path. This guy is the Nidoking guy. Special defense is bugged? What do you mean? It is bugged in this game. This guy has 2 Gyarados, and I have Thunder Punch. Yeah, Dragonite not learning Earthquake feels weird to me too. Yeah, the badge boost for special defense is bugged. We'll see that once I get Pryce's badge. And by the way, Pryce is actually scary in this playthrough. I lost to Pryce previously. Because Dragonite just takes so much damage from Ice-type moves, so unless you can one-hit, which you usually can't, He's pretty concerning. I have enough ethers, I can skip that elixir and save the tree cut time. Okay, we'll do Hidden Power in the place of Mud Slap, and then back to Ekritique. No, Pryce is a lot better than Bruno. Bruno is very bad. Like, very bad. It's hard to describe how bad he is. And Bruno in yellow is actually better than Bruno in red and blue. Bruno in red and blue is just absolutely terrible. He is one of the worst trainers in the entire series. Like, cut trees look like broccoli. That's true, actually. They do look like broccoli. Yeah, Pryce might be a case for charcoal. We'll examine it in damage ranges and stuff after we record this run. I didn't forget the... I know, thanks. Bug Grim, good to have you here. This is a jam. Yeah, Game Corner. Game Corner music's always great. So good. Now, Dragonite can learn Surf, but no, we're not going to teach it Surf. I don't think it needs it. I'm going to go to the Lighthouse first for damage ranges. And I also want the Mint Berry. This is why I normally do this section of the game, is to get the Mint Berry. If you're cutting trainers, you won't have enough money to buy all your super repels once arriving in Olivine City. So it's good to get that nugget, and then you can sell the nugget, and then you can still buy all your super repels and never have to go back to a Pokemart again. Yeah, we're still anti-surf this week, that's true. Although, Zealous Pawn got a good time with... He beat my best time with Starmie using a surf strat in Gen 1, so it is possible. I still don't think it's better, though. Lyle, member for 19 months, thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for all the help. And everything. Okay, one hit. The Noctowl. Simple. It can hypnosis you. Which is funny, because I think Noctowl, it gets like hypnosis or something, but then gets Dream Eater at like level 64 or something like that. It's really disappointing. Or it gets like Dream Eater early on and then hypnosis later or something. There's something really disappointing about Noctowl's moveset. Ether here. And also skip that guy. I do, of course, have to fight Dennis. He is a mandatory trainer. If you argue with me about that, that's fine. Go watch all my videos, then you'll understand why. Okay, Dennis. Yeah, Hyper Beam is pretty good. Okay. Would you take submissions if viewer made music, thinking about making some 8-bit stuff? I'd be curious to talk to you at least about it. Like, I'm not great with like MIDI stuff, but I have some stuff that I've written that I would like to get put into 8-bit style, but like very similar to the... I want it to be very similar to what's in these games. Dennis does need art, yeah. Okay, Rival. Hidden Power Ground is useful here too, but I don't think it's so useful that it's absolutely required. And by this point, the Rival's starter is irrelevant if you get the punches, because you just have coverage against everything that he could throw at you. Yeah, Noctowl learns Hypnosis way before Dream Eater, yeah. Alright, out we go. Let's go to Morty's gym. Should be able to one-hit all these with Ice Punch so that I don't have to waste Hidden Power. PP. Whenever you can save your PP, you know, you want to last as long as possible, so. Like, spreading stuff out, frequently changing the moves you're using. Those things can help. Don't want to miss that range. Also don't want to miss that range. It just takes longer if you take 2 turns to knock something out. Okay, Mintberry. I'll save, just in case. I save probably too frequently in these playthroughs. I tend to be a little bit, like, cautious. I don't know if it's, like, necessarily a major flaw of my play, but it is a flaw. Someone like Snowy is much more capable of just going through the challenges and not worrying. Part of it for me is I'm on a deadline with all this stuff, like, especially now that I'm doing more streams, like, prepping the streams does take a significant amount of time. It takes more time than you would expect. It's not just like turn the camera on and the microphone and go. Yeah. We should be able to beat... Oh, we still have a Mintberry, never mind. I was like, we should be able to beat Chuck without the Mintberry, but... It kind of hurts not having a flying type move for Chuck as a flying type. Like, it can grab the sharp beak right there, but I'm going to skip it because we're not going to be teaching Dragonite a flying type move. Silly. Yeah, saving waste times. Like, if you can, like, avoid it, it's better, but she has good experience yields. Erica in Gen 1 is kind of irrelevant because you can delay her to the 7th gym, but you can delay her till the 16th gym in this game. She can be the last gym leader before Red. As you like, I think I did that with Onyx. Misty was 7th, Misty was 15th, and then Erica was last. Just in case. The Hitmonchan has Ice Punch. Why Hidden Power Ground over Flying? For Morty. Flying, it doesn't have great DVs, neither does Ground, but I honestly think I'm going to run Hidden Power Dark. Hidden Power seems kind of irrelevant in this playthrough because of the coverage that the punches give. Ha! Thunder Punch instead of Ice Punch. Come on, Hitmonchan. Figure it out. That was not the move. Flying is like 12, 13 or something. Or like 13, 12. It's not great. It's not the worst hidden power by any means. It's useful. Like Tyranitar has to run hidden power flying because you need the damage ranges against Bruno or you just get wrecked because it takes 4 times damage. But Dragonite is a little bit of a different case. Pryce is the one we're worried about, and Pryce is bad, whereas Bruno in Gen 2 is actually decent. I have to pause for 1 second. Apologies. Just realizing that one of my softwares is not configured perfectly. It's not going to impact anything. I just need to set it up so that it's working correctly from now on out. Okay, so Thunder Punch is actually better damage range here. He misses the Hypnosis. And then Mind Readers. Love that. Good play, Chuck. He still would have lost even if he did it in the other order, but this was objectively not the correct order. What is the worst hidden power? Fighting. 12-12, 3 in your HP. It's so bad. It's just terrible. Fighting is so bad. Like, even for a Pokemon like Tyrogue that just gets no moves, I don't think that fighting is the correct choice. Oh. Fine. Didn't want to, but I will. We'll go get the pink bow now that we have a repel. I already used Twister. I have Thunder Punch. I think it's better to run a special Dragonite. We don't want hit. I think it's better to run a special Dragonite in Gen 2. Physical, like, because like we don't have access to a ton of physical moves. Like, it obviously it's going to be blended because it doesn't really matter. There's no natures, so we're not going to run like a modest Dragonite or something like that. So when we can use physical moves, we should. They do more damage in most cases, but it doesn't matter that much. Like, as you can see here, like, the moves that I have, it's not like I have 2 special moves, 2 physical moves. I use the physical moves when I need them. I use the special moves when I need them. It's really just coverage that's important. In Gen 2, move pool is king and moveset is king. If you have the coverage and the types you need, you're probably going to be fine. If you don't have the coverage and the types you need, you're probably not going to be okay. Whereas like in Gen 3, it becomes much more important to be running like all physical or all special, because then you can synergize around moves like bulk up or calm mind or around your nature. But in Gen 2, that's not the case. And Dragonite's special attack it's not great, but at least it's decent. It's not absolutely trash. I'm going to do Jasmine after this, even though I'm here and close to Pryce. I want as many levels as possible for him before I take him on. But I don't want to waste time fighting random trainers. Yeah, you're over-leveled the entire game in Gen 2, exactly. So the coverage is more important than anything else. Yeah, and Dragonite can use Return, which is also a fantastic move in this game. The best move, actually. I would say it's better than Curse, because Curse requires Return to be useful. As we saw with Onyx. Like, I couldn't just run Earthquake in the final battle, I had to have Return. It's painful. So far, so good. By the way, this Raticate can survive. I have there's a 59% chance I knock it out in one hit. I should have hidden Power Ground to the coughing. It doesn't have Levitate in Gen 2. No abilities. Oops. Okay. Bulk Up doesn't lower speed. Yeah, Bulk Up is so good. Bulk Up is one of the best moves. It's so good in Emerald version. Ridiculous how good that move is. Electrodes. Let's go. So Hidden Power Ground is at least decent throughout this section of the game. I might remove it for the second run if we calc some damage ranges and see. I really like the Rocket Hideout. Oh, I think this is the HQ technically. I probably called it the Hideout. I get these two confused all the time because they both start with H. They're like so similar. They're basically like just as boring as each other. 1 second. I should have got this earlier. Magnet. So, one advantage of not running a Dragonite that is going to rely later on Thunderbolt is that I can actually buy vitamins in this case. Before Pryce. Oops. Dynamic Punch is trash. Shadow Ball is usually good, but in this case, trash. And these are no longer useful. And then we will get another Ice Punch copy, and another Thunder Punch copy. Probably should have done this first. Small mistake. Because then I could have the other nugget. Got the magnet for Pryce for the seal and the dugong. I'm more worried about the dugong than I am about the Piloswine, which says a lot about how Piloswine is as a Pokemon. Yikes. I was watching Speedrunner like a couple weeks ago do a solo run of Platinum, or it was Diamond. It was Diamond with Piloswine, with Mamoswine line. And he went into it really confident. And then at the end, it was like utter defeat. Okay, Fire Punch. I'm going to put it in the place of Hidden Power. Don't think we need it anymore. Oh, this music is Clefairy Dance. From Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Is what an... Wait, is what a mistake on the overlay? Arcadius Rose? Hopefully you saw how good Fire Punch was there against... Says Zap Cannon is 100. What, 100% accuracy? No, that's 100 power. It is 100 power. Yeah, Zap Cannon's power is 100 power. Zap Cannon miss, yeah. Zap can miss, exactly. Okay, let's see how Pryce is. He's gonna probably be bad. Okay, we 1-hit the Seal, that's a guarantee. But we're gonna 2-hit the Dugong and 2-hit the Piloswine. So yeah, you can see. That's a crit. But, first reset there to Pryce. Yay, Dragonite's great. So, the Piloswine is going to need to do something bad. It needs to not use Blizzard, but it has a decently high chance of doing that. Like Fury Cutter or Fury Attack or whatever. The Snowy described it to me. The way it works is that when testing damage rolls between the moves to decide what it should use, it does not test Fury Attack and just like equally weights it to everything else. So there's always a chance that Pokemon that have Fury Attack will use it. So we're just waiting for the Piloswine to do something bad, like Mist or Fury Attack. But it's using Blizzard lots. Potentially, yeah, maybe Dynamic Punch. I guess we could teach Dynamic Punch for this fight. We do have the TM. Well, I'll test the damage ranges after. We'll wait for the miss in this case. Yeah, I could also hope for a crit, that's true. Or a Blizzard miss. Like, there's a lot of ways that you can win here. Blizzard is 70 accuracy. Headbutt first turn. Well, I can try, yeah. We might still have enough damage. Then we can get the flinch. I'll try it. Yeah, I think we'll still knock out with a headbutt. Maybe. I'm gonna look at the damage ranges now. Headbutt does 48 to... yeah, headbutt plus fire punch will do it. We might be able to do that to the Dugong as well. Or Thunder Punch. Yeah, we can do that to the Dugong as well, so that's the better strat here. This is actually the worst Pryce of all time. So yeah, it's Thunder Punch, then Headbutt into Thunder Punch, then Headbutt into Fire Punch. Oops, that was a mistake. Don't know if I'll get it. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. Well, we can still flinch. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to Headbutt Dugong. I want to Headbutt Dugong. Oh, I can just like spam Headbutt on Dugong. Cool. Yay! We win! There we go. So, pretty annoying. Sorry if the stream's not having good. Maybe, everything's good on my end, so refresh. It might be YouTube. It might be you. My CPU is currently at 1.2%. And I have green connection. Yeah, 7 resets is a lot. I can, like, obviously you can get through that one faster if you just know the headbutt strategy right away. Okay. Fire Punch is it's like essentially the same as a ground type move here on these Magnemites. The only place where Hidden Power ground might be more useful is at the top of the tower here against Petrol. Petrol's pretty good. The coughing is they're capable of surviving a lot. What I'm hoping for is that Dragonite's going to have enough damage just using one of the punches for special damage. Because the coughing don't have amazing special defense. Like to get by this guy. Did it. Yeah, it is like the Ryzen. It's just like using like the tiniest amount of its power to play a handheld game from the 90s. A falsetto, I don't know. Steven, like I can't do that kind of thing because my voice is already not doing well enough. Just doing regular streams and just trying to talk as naturally as possible. Is there a strategy of your move placement? Yeah, top move is always the most frequently used. Usually the bottom move is the second most frequently used, which right now is Fire Punch because of Jasmine and Pryce. And then second slot is the third most frequently used move. And the third slot is always the least frequently used move because it takes 2 clicks to get to. Sometimes though I'm going fast, so I'm not actually thinking about that. And then I'll just I don't care which slot they're in, I just go with whatever's in whichever slot. I'm keeping Headbutt there because I want to teach Return. But I want it to be in slot 1 and I want to run out of Headbutt PP. Like that. And like as I was saying, I was talking about like boosting moves. Like if you have a boosting move like Swords Dance or something, I like to put it in the first slot if I know that I'm going to be using it pretty much at the beginning of every battle. Because then it's just like, oh hey, I froze the Hunter, cool. That's fun. Ha! Burnt the Sneasel. Oh, we're getting all the stat. Can we freeze? Can we paralyze the Feraligatr? Ah, no, we can't. Darn. Oh. Sorry. Okay, next section of the game, Thunder Punch is the least useful. So we're gonna get rid of Thunder Punch. And teach Agility. Don't judge me. Look at Dragonite, he's big. He needs Agility. We want to go fast. This is a speed run, so we need to have Agility. Have you thought about banning Hidden Power? Yeah, so many times. I've made a poll about it. So many people have asked me about it. I made a poll about it. Everyone responded, don't ban Hidden Power. Or like the majority of people responded, don't ban Hidden Power, so I'm not banning it. I've thought about this like so many times. The compromise I came up with is banning it in my first playthroughs and then not banning it in follow-ups. That way we get to see like what happens when you don't have Hidden Power, and then what happens when you do have it, and how that affects results. You can like you can better like compare everything. It feels like Agility should be a flying type move. That's what it really feels like. I don't know why it's not, because like tons of flying types get it, and it's fast. And it feels like Agility is designed to counter String Shot. It's like String Shot lowers your speed by 1, and it's a bug type move, and then like the flying types get Agility, which raises your speed by 2. So like if you Agility and they String Shot you, you still come out ahead. I don't know why you do that, but like that's what it seems like from Gen 1's perspective, because there's only 2 moves that alter speed in Gen 1. Like with their primary effect, String Shot and Agility. And they give like all the flying types Agility. Speed is all in your head. That's so true. When I was like doing a lot of music and teaching a lot, everyone when they're learning an instrument is always like, my hand can't do it, like I'm not fast enough. And it is never the fact that your hand is too slow, ever, or that your hand doesn't have the skill it needs or the dexterity. It is always that your brain is too slow. It's all in your mind. And as soon as you let go of the things that are holding you back in your brain, then everything starts working. It's kind of wild. So we'll do 3 calcium. And like, you don't really notice it. That kind of thing is hard to notice when you're actually a student, because you're so in it. You're like, oh no, like I gotta go faster. Like obviously that's what it is. But then when you become the teacher, that's when you notice it, because you see the student and how their hand is moving and how like everything is working for them in their body. You can just like observe it. And you're like, no, I know this person can like move at the speed they need to. Like I can tell like their body is very confident, but their brain isn't. It's so wild. Yeah, your hands are like, your body is far more capable than your brain is. Your brain is just holding you back at every point. It's like trying not to injure you, right? It's like pain and stuff like that. Like your body will just like stop you from doing things before you reach your limit, because it's like, we got to protect ourselves from injury. We got to be like socially safe, all these things. And so it like holds you back from things that you're actually capable of. But if you just like find a way to like uninhibit yourself, then amazing things happen. Teaching is a lot about that, like trying to find ways for the student to like open that up for them. Like, how do I get this person to like believe in themselves? If I can somehow tap into that and get them to believe in themselves on a deep level, then they're going to have success. And it will become a virtuous cycle where they will like find that they're having success, and then they will continuously like perform better and better and better. Oh, whoops. I gotta make an internet course about that and sell it online. Unlock your hidden potential. Your hands are not slow, it's your brain. Come to my 5-day boot camp and learn about how to unlock your true hidden potential. It's only $10,000. Seriously. This investment is worth it. This is an investment. Wow. I'm just going to turn the stream off now and start my next business venture. Okay. Someone asked, am I a full-time creator? Yeah, I've been a full-time creator on this platform for like, it's essentially been like 2 years and a little bit now, but like strictly speaking, I haven't been doing any other work other than YouTube for a year. Because I like slowly, my other job was a self-employment thing, so I just slowly did less and less and less as this scaled up. I didn't have like an employer prior to this. Yeah, I gotta pick up the PP up, really important. I'm actually going to use it in this playthrough. In a lot of Johto runs, you don't need them. You can just skip them. You don't really need anything in Johto. Just good move. You got one good move, and you win. So I could get rid of Fire Punch right now. Teach it again if I want it, but I'm going to like just leave it off my set for... Because you could teach Thunder Punch here for these. It would... Then you 2-hit the Seadra, but it doesn't have an Ice type move, so it shouldn't be important. Yeah, Hidden Power is really good for electric types. It's also really good for... Oh gosh, I just blanked. Focus. Yeah, it's good for any Pokemon that doesn't have coverage. It's not very good for water types. It doesn't help a lot. Like, what is it? It doesn't really give you anything. And also, why am I holding the magnet? It's just, I don't want to change my item. It takes a long time. Would you ever do a Q&A stream? Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fun. These are guarantees with Ice Punch. 115 to 136% damage. And then return is a 2-hit on the Kingdra, so no problems here. Unless it smoke screens me and I miss like a million times, but it's not going to do that. Oh. Not great overworld motion there. It's okay. Trying to get faster at using my repels. Someone asked me, why don't I register my repels in Generation 3 and then use them with a single button press? You can't do that. I wish I could do that. That would be so much better. This is why Psyduck is better, because you can teach both Whirlpool and Waterfall at this time, rather than the Dratini where you have to teach them at separate points and open the inventory twice. And then you also have to go through all the dialogue for the Dratini. You have to go into this place twice. Sometimes you forget it. I forget it way too much. So just getting Psyduck seems like a little bit more concise. There is a register button, but you can only do it with key items. What does your wife think about your job being playing Pokemon all day? My wife is extremely supportive. My wife is extremely supportive. Yep. I don't need that yet. I always forget that. I try and use it there and then you run it around this whirlpool. Or normally I do. Not today apparently. There, I ran out. Oh, it's because I didn't get the max elixir. You have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Online with that Pokeball. Up. Grab the rare candy. Okay. And you can see I have one more escape rope. That is for this location. Oh. Because I want to get this one too. Now, as a slow growth rate Pokemon, we may be able to cut these rare candies, and that's something I'm starting to think about more and more in my crystal runs as I play and try and optimize them and get better and better times. If you can skip rare candies that cost a lot of time, it's always a good idea to try and remove them if you can. And I think that those two rare candies, the ones I just did, are the top contenders. You'll save about a minute if you remove them. Don't need to get caught by Megan. Yeah, my wife's still drumming. Yeah. Although there was this like big controversy with like a subscription she has called Drumeo, which she was using to learn, and it's like an expensive subscription. And they had like a big, like they deleted a bunch of their songs and their libraries and a bunch of features from their platform and then weren't refunding people. It's like very, very frustrating. We need a move tier list per gen. Yeah, we do actually. I need to do a sprite tier list. I need to do a move tier list. There's a bunch of tier lists that we need to do. Some will be more objective than others. I think the Snowy was actually talking about doing a TM tier list as well. Ah, it knocked itself out. Thank you. And I have return for the Feraligatr and it doesn't have an ice type move. So again, like it doesn't even matter if I get hit by Curse here. The rival's just kind of bad. Yeah, skipping rare candies in Platinum that's like, I'm going to be going to that point pretty soon in my runs. Because there are so many that like skipping them, it just makes sense to skip them. Okay, Will. Right now, seems kind of weird that I taught agility, right? Why? I'll talk about it in a bit. Still not time. First, we must get through Will. return here for the Slowbro. The Slowbro is going to be annoying. It's going to take time. It always does. And same with the Executor. The fact that I got a special drop there is a bit annoying. I also should have ice punched this thing. I still think I'm okay. Nope. That was just miss on the... this was just player error with no ice punch on the Xatu. If I had ice punched the Xatu, then I win. Scott, just out of curiosity, regarding your hands are fast, your brain is slow, how do you feel about the one scene in the movie Whiplash? Oh, that's a good movie. That's a fairly good movie. Also should be ice punching this thing. Nice, one hit. Sorry that people are having stream problems. That's frustrating. So I kept Fire Punch specifically for this battle. It's really good against the Fortress. And I just don't want to knock it out in like 3 turns. That seems annoying to me. Oh, well, I'll keep Ice Punching, sure. Ugh. 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 This might be a loss. The Crobat can get annoying with Double Team. As you can see here. We miss. Oh, we freeze. Cool. I think I win now. Fire Punch on the water type, but... Oh! It got me! It's just the, in this case, the poison. I'm probably gonna, for the next time that I do this run, I think I'm gonna rare candy before Will. But we're gonna play around with that. I might rare candy after this battle, I'm not sure. Maybe before Karen. You can usually with good Pokemon. The problem with before with Dragonite is that it would get so sketchy against red. You needed the damage range for, what's it called? You really needed the damage range for the Blastoise. And if you didn't have the damage range for the Blastoise, you just lose. Previously, I was relying on the fact that Blizzard was going to get a miss to win. And that was at level 70 with Thunderbolt. But I don't think that's a good strategy. Sure. Let's just candy now. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. No, we don't need Safeguard. I'm gonna teach Thunder Punch. In the place of Fire Punch. Let me go. Return. Physical moves are better on the Hitmons. Obviously, Ice Punch the Onix. Rock Slide from the Machamp could hit quite hard. The nice thing here is the Hitmonchan does not go for Mach Punch, like with a bunch of other Pokemon it will. Even Rock Slide though, it only does 25 to 30% damage, so not a problem. Breck Frost gifted 1 Scott Slots memberships, thank you. This fight's always a gamble, because Sand Attack or Confuse Ray, and the Umbreon basically never goes down to a single shot. It is so rare when you knock it out in 1 hit. So, Sand Attack is luckily not as good in Generation 2 as it is in Generation 1, only bringing 100% moves down to, ooh. That crit there did a lot of damage. We might make it still. Yep. Dragonite's good. But I do want everyone to remember, I used to finish this run at level 70. I am not on track for 70 now because I used my rare candies early. We need another solution. If you're wondering why Ice Punch does more damage when compared with Thunder Punch, because you will have seen that earlier in the run, the reason is that you get a type-based boost from Pryce's badge. And that badge boost, it increases the power of Ice-type moves by 12.5%. So Ice Punch has that, but Thunder Punch doesn't, because I need Surge's badge to increase the power of Thunder Punch. Of course, also, the Never Melt Ice is stacking on effective power at this time. Wonder why Karen doesn't have a Sneasel. Probably because it's really bad, but yeah. I also wonder why she doesn't have a Tyranitar. In Gen 1, the champion has Dragonite, the pseudo-legendary. Why doesn't Karen in Gen 2 have Tyranitar? No trainer has Tyranitar in this game. You just never see it. I think it's a missed opportunity, in my opinion. Because Tyranitar is really cool. Don't talk to the window. Don't do it. Whoops. Okay, no Thunderbolt. Let's go. Kanto time. Unlike with Onyx, this is going to be easy. Isn't there a Tyranitar with the first trainer in Kanto you could encounter? No? No. I'm pretty sure there are no Tyranitar in the entire game. Maybe in the remakes, but not in this one. Yeah, Thunder bypasses accuracy checks in the rain. Okay, this is my favorite spot in the entire run. The teleport out of this location, I don't know why, it just scratches my brain in like the perfect way. Okay. Celadon City. We are going to go and pick up Curse. Scott, when are we getting backports into Gen 2 for Gen 3 and beyond? I did some streams from it last October. I haven't had time to do any produced videos, but maybe at some point. I don't have plans for it this year. Maybe if there's high demand, I'll do some in October again for fun on streams. Yeah, the Tyranitar on Gary's team. Yeah, we're having like a Halloween month this October, and then a fairly dense November. It'll be busier than any of the other months in the year. And then December is going to be a video every day. Do Love Disc in Gen 2. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Love Disc might be a Pokemon bad enough that Curse doesn't help. Okay, remember, my former Dragonite time is 1 hour and 24 minutes, so we are on track to beat that time right now. And my previous run that I did like 2 days ago did not beat the time. It was 1 minute slower. Because I tried going for a slightly different strategy, which wasn't. I was hoping again for the Blizzard Miss, but the Blizzard Miss strategy just doesn't seem good. I personally think what I'm doing right now is going to be much better. It took me a while to figure it out though. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, in Gen 2, Water type feels like the second best type. Every time I play a Water type, I'm always really happy. They're consistent. They typically don't need hidden power for coverage because they get Surf so early on. And Surf is very good in this game, unlike in Yellow. I want that to be my waypoint so that I can teleport back there and save time. That's why I'm encountering this Goldeen, is also for RNG manipulation, of course. I didn't just forget my repel. Now that we've encountered the Goldeen at the perfect step and ran away from it, framed perfectly, we can now execute the rest of the run. Water type is always bridesmaid, never bride. Yeah, that's how it does feel like that. It's like just not quite good enough to be the best, but it is very good. Whereas like normal in Gen 2, normal is just so good. I haven't done a lot of fighting types in Gen 2. I'm excited to do more fighting types in Gen 2 over the coming years, but I don't think that they're going to get the boost they need in this game. They really become great in Gen 3. In Gen 3, fighting types, I think, are the best type, with Psychic being second. Alright, so Dragonite, as you can see, this run is fairly straightforward. There are kind of, in my mind, there are really two spots that require a lot of thought until red, and then red requires a lot of thought. The first spot is Whitney. The second spot is Pryce, hilariously. Then I think, as we will see in the follow-up playthrough, I'm pretty sure we can just rare candy before Will and then make both him and Koga trivial. And these Pokemon are at such low levels, it doesn't even matter. You can just one-shot them with return. You don't even need super effective damage. Yeah, Heracross goes crazy in any other. I did a Heracross stream a little while ago, so if you want to see how it does in its first playthrough, although I am going to do a versus video with it, Pinsir versus Heracross, soon-ish. Yeah, hidden power is really, really, really important for Heracross, especially in Gen 2. I think in my first Heracross playthrough I got hidden power poison, back when I wasn't setting hidden power to a specific type. This might have been risky. I'll block out if I lose. Yeah, the Lapras might get me. Nope, it's gonna set up Rain Dance. Alright. We're fine now. Quagsire doesn't have ice moves. It had to be the Lapras if it was going to be anyone there. Should have saved before Misty. Good to know that it likes to set up... Did I get the machine part? I always mess this spot up. I'm always a little bit sloppy here. I either forget the machine part or I forget to go to Saffron City and then have to fly back after looking at the Snorlax. No, we got it. Good. Hidden Power Rock tanks your HP DV, which is why I didn't use it with Onix. It would have been nice to have a better move than Rock Throw for some portion of the game, but you lose damage ranges and then Claire becomes like level 60, 63, and then you start getting into the place where you're sacrificing a bunch of time just to have a hidden power. Because you think it's convenient, but it's actually slowing you down. Grab myself a rare candy here. This is another one we could skip because there's quite a bit of dialogue. That NPC there is so annoying. He forced me to take the full heal. I didn't want to take it. Alright. Surge. I'm just going to save because I haven't saved in a little while. Don't want to have like a really bad reset or a blackout or something. Hidden Power Ground would be nice here for the Magneton, but we can just 2-hit with return. It's okay. Yeah, Unknown is probably... I don't know if it's possible. It might be possible, but I'm not sure. I think it is. I think someone might have done it already in the community. Did I do this? Yep. I'll have to see about Unknown at some point in the future. I will have to attempt it. Okay, here we go. Brock. This fight's simple. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. Simple. Straightforward. Look at the time. So this time is now we are starting to get slower than Pokemon that are currently ranked in the tier list. There is a 109 time as my fastest time so far. But Dragonite is still on track again to beat its former time, even with all the resets to Pryce and the ones in the league. Yeah, I don't know why Brock doesn't have a Golem. It feels like they didn't want any trainers to have Golem. Which is sad because it's a cool Pokemon. I really like Golem. Alright, let's go. Blue, rare candy. We're level 60 now. Gonna be like, I don't know how many levels lower than last time. Maybe 4 or 5 levels lower, which is quite significant with slow growth rate. Thunder Punch is best against the Magcargo. It just sets up Curse. It likes to waste time. And we one hit with Return on both of the other two Pokemon. Simple. Ah, sorry. Maybe since other people have done unknown, maybe I have to do every type of unknown and then see which one is fastest. Gotta bring new information to the community, right? How bad is Hidden Power fighting unknown? This is what we need to know. Hidden Power Poison Unknown would be so bad, yeah. Yeah, Ghost would be... Well, Ghost could get through some fights with struggle. Probably not the Snorlax on Red's teams, though. We're about to level up. I don't want to use candies here, but... Oh... No. Okay, Thunder Punch that. Never mind. Learned a new thing. No, we don't want Outrage. So Thunder Punch the Pidgeot, don't Ice Punch. Obviously Thunder Punch this. Ice Punch and Thunder Punch together are really good in Generation 2. They cover like almost everything. And then you can just kind of sneak in Hidden Power or what's it called? Fire Punch whenever you need it. It's like, oh, you need Jasmine Fire Punch? Yeah, okay, sure. Just have it for a little bit, then go back to Thunder Punch. Okay, so blue's terrible, as you can see. Okay, now, keep that in mind. Keep in mind how bad blue was there. You do not want to waste time grinding up an extra, like, 5 to 6 levels in order to beat red right after blue. That's just pure bloat in time, and it's going to make the playthrough like 10 minutes slower, 8 minutes slower. So right now, let's see if I can pull off this new strategy. The new strat. Okay. Off to Mount Silver to fight the last trainer. I'm going to get one more rare candy. We'll heal here. That'll set the waypoint here. Then we cut these trees. We don't want to cut them twice because they take a long time, as you can see right there. But I want to grab this candy, which is pretty close. Then we can menu and do the candy stuff here and teach our final moveset. So 3 candies up to 65 over damage rounding threshold, not needed. We're going to teach Dragonite Curse, place of Ice Punch. We're going to teach Dragonite Rest in the place of Thunder Punch. And we have our final set, which is weird and funny, but I kind of love it. Okay, Cave. That has to be on the third tile from the side, that Pokeball there. Okay. Having Dig is good there. If you mess up, then you can at least escape. It's a little bit hard to get out if you don't have Dig. Or an escape rope. Okay, Red, let's check this out, okay? This is silly. We're going to set up Curse on the Pikachu. It's going to spam Thunder, and it does do good damage. Like, really good damage when it crits and paralyzes. Oh my gosh. But when it does hit, we'll just use Rest. We'll heal up. We'll get health back, and eventually it's going to stop using Thunder because it only has 10 PP. So in this case, I'm on low health. I'll just heal again in case it crits. And we're stalling it out. And eventually it'll start using Thunderbolt. And then I'm going to finish my setup with Curse. This strategy is silly because then, see, now it's quick attacking and Thunderbolt. So now I can set up. You can be safe here, rest. And once I finish my setup, I will just be able to boost my speed back with agility so that I can move first against the Blastoise in one shot with setup from Curse. Don't throw it away with the crit. Oh, the crit from Quick Attack. That actually did a decent amount of damage. +4 still should be enough, though. And I'm not faster than all of his Pokemon, so I need to go to +2. I am going to try and set up my attack again. I can just quickly grab another agility and then... Oh my gosh, come on. I just want to win. Let me win. Okay, now it's time. Return. No! Okay, well, +4 is enough. We'll still be faster than the Blastoise, which comes out second. We just need to one-shot. Goodbye. The Espeon's going to move first. Reflect. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Crit. Alright. Sure. The Reflect will allow the Snorlax to survive, but we will still 2-hit with Return. Alright. That's that. Better time with Dragonite. 1 hour, 16 minutes, 46 seconds, 9 resets, no blackouts, level 66. Game time is in the splits file, so I'll have to open that up to find out what it is. You never get shown your game time at the end of Gen 2. It's a little annoying. Game time 444. 4 hours, 44 minutes. Pretty good. So, honestly, you could agility before doing Curse. I don't think agility before doing Curse is better. The only reason is that eventually the Pikachu is going to attack with Quick Attack, and I would rather have my defense set up rather than my speed set up. What was your previous real time? My previous real time was 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 44 seconds. Hey, lots of 4s in this. So now, Dragonite is going to move up with 1:16:46 time. It's going to move up into the S tier. Or sorry, not into the S tier. Into the A tier. High A tier as well. Let's look at the times here. Apom got 1:16:52. So Dragonite is slightly faster than Apom. That's hilarious, by the way. Can we just for a moment think about the fact that the Dragonite run I just played is 6 seconds faster than Apom. That's hilarious. Genuinely hilarious. Like, Apom should not be this close to Dragonite. Entei and Dragonite have the exact same time currently. And then Stantler is 1 second faster. And then we get to Typhlosion, it starts getting significantly so faster. Again, this is just slow growth rate. Like, Apom has good coverage, it's a normal type, so it's advantaged because normal types are amazing. Look at them. Granbull 109.33, Clefable 110.09. Both of these can be significantly faster, like significantly faster. But yeah, Dragonite, 124, 44. I got 125 the other day trying the old strategy. I think this strategy is much better. It sucks to have to hold on to agility throughout the entire playthrough. It's just annoying, but I do think it's the best to get Dragonite a good time in this game. I'm gonna do some quick optimization and stuff. I'm gonna take a small break first, drink some water, stuff like that, then come back. We're gonna look through a bunch of damage ranges and numbers specifically against Pryce and people like that. Then once we've got a better strategy put together, we will come back, try this again, and hopefully get a slightly better time. Okay, I will be back in like 2 minutes. Okay. We have to do these damage ranges very quickly. This is Dragonite. This is the 4th run I've done with it. We're going to do these damage ranges really quickly because I do not have unlimited time today. I have an appointment this afternoon and I've got like an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes before I need to leave. So we don't have like infinite time to optimize this. That'll be great news for all of you that don't like these numbers intensive sections. We're just going to look through the spots that are most problematic. I think my strategy for Whitney is fine. I'm happy with it. I wanted to check Morty's damage ranges with Thunder Punch and stuff like that. So I'm going to 3-hit the Gengar. So Hidden Power Ground does seem like it solves some problems, but I'm going to convert Hidden Power Ground into Hidden Power Dark and see how that does. See, Hidden Power Dark, I don't lose HP DVs with Hidden Power Dark. And we 2-hit the Gengar, so we just need the Mint Berry, but we had the Mint Berry anyways. So like, why not run Hidden Power Dark? Seems like fine to just run it. It's also less useful, so I'm not going to hold on to it for as long because I can just like overwrite with Hidden Power Fire or Fire Punch right after this. Jasmine, simple with Fire Punch, Pryce. Pryce at level 33. How many rare candies do I have in my bag at the point when I'm before Pryce? Because I wonder if I can just candy before him too. I have 4. So like I might as well I think just candy in front of Pryce, which is hilarious. That's so funny. I never thought I'd do that. Rare candy 4, use. Should take me up to 37. 37 does not give me 1 hits where I did not have them. I bet the charcoal is going to give us some 1 hits on the Piloswine. Yeah, the charcoal and level 38 is actually going to be like really good. charcoal level 38 after 4 candies. But these candies come from where? So acquire item, and then we'll filter for rare candies. We got Lake of Rage candy. This is the Dennis candy, Violet City candy, Goldenrod candy. I can technically go and get the Kanto candy first and then have 5 candies before Pryce, and then rare candy from 33 to 38. That is possible. So 5 candies would take us to 38, and then this is fine. That will bring us to Will at a higher level, and we'll have 2 candies before him. These damage ranges are totally fine. I think we just use 2 candies before Will. And then we remove these candies. And now Koga. Level 49 for Koga. Ah, I'm almost going to one-hit the Crobat. 64%. What am I holding? Might not. Yeah, never multis. Okay, that's correct. Bruno, Karen. There's not really much we can do against Karen. Lance is simple. And then what level do we arrive at red at? 63. So we're 2 levels lower, which is ideal actually. We want to get here at a lower level if possible, because I think that setup will still give us what we need for him. Yeah. We have way more than enough damage here. 5. Looks like we need 5 to get the one-shots. But 4 for the Blastoise, so we can still get hit by a Charm on the final turn with the Pikachu. No, we need 5. So we just need to ensure that we're outspeeding the Pikachu. Which is easy. With agility. Where is agility? There it is. Sweet. Mariah, 21 months. Almost 2 years of full support. Yeah, it's great. Come on, Scott. You know the solution. I think we do know the solution. I think this one's fairly straightforward. I think we can get a really good time. I think I'm going to be surprised at the time that Dragonite ends up getting. Here's a little behind the scenes stuff for you. I click new run, which resets the timer, and that. I'm going to change hidden power to hidden power dark. And then I gotta stop. Oh my gosh, I'm still recording a replay. Oops. Then we'll reset and delete our save file. Gotta clear the resets. Oh, I want to make sure that I am Dragonite 3. We're gonna compare our splits throughout this one. Okay, I think we're ready. Alright, here we go. Dragonite playthrough number 2 today. Hopefully we can get this time under 116. It would be awesome if we got a sub 115 time. That would be amazing. When I first played this one, I really didn't think it was going to be possible. I guess I've changed my strategy. Like, realizing that agility is so good is key. I just didn't think of that previously. Okay, let's go. I think S tier placement is incoming, provided we don't have really bad luck against Whitney. Whitney is the run killer in this one, apparently. Because there is some amount of luck required for her. Hey, we got here before a minute. That's pretty good. Also, I enabled the bonk counter and the repel stuff for this one as well as splits, so hopefully all that's working. Kevin calling a 1 hour 14 and 20 time. Okay. Yeah, put predictions in the chat. What times do you think I'm going to get? Oh my gosh, I hope he gets plays next to Clefable because they're cute together. That's a good idea. It's pink and round and orange and round. Okay. I don't track that as a split in this game because there are so many splits. And that fight is almost never useful, or like useful for data purposes. Yeah, I think it is better than Mudslap. I think you're right. I think the correct choice against Whitney is Thunderwave turn 1, then just spam Headbutt. I was trying to stack, like, my thought process was just like, I want this actually. My thought process here was stack the flinch chance with the accuracy. So every turn there's, technically if I don't flinch, there's also a chance that it misses. And an increased chance that it misses. So it's like, if it's going to do that 3 times, then that's going to pay off for me. But I think the offensive strategy, it also gives me the chance to critical hit. So it's probably going to perform better. I also don't need a Bitter Berry. We saw that last time. Hopefully Abe isn't too bad. We might have to restart here. Abe is always scary. Oh, he's doing less this time. We're okay. Look at that, Dragonite. Pseudo-legendary. Oops. Yeah, but Thunderwave cuts the speed. We want to cut the speed so that we can flinch. We can't flinch if we don't cut the Miltank's speed. Because it is faster than Dragonite. So, like, technically it would be better to just Mudslap once and then win. From, like, a statistics point of view, if there was no speed. We were always moving first. But we are not. Yay, Falkner. 4 seconds faster than last time. Pretty good. Yeah, I forgot I undersped too until I got there with the run I did earlier in the week. And I was just like, oh, are you serious? Like, the Miltank's faster? Yeah, it is. Dragonite's not super fast, and Miltank is quite fast. It's surprisingly fast, actually. I didn't need the Paralyzed Cure Berry. Oh, no. That's fine. Small mistake. I'll do this guy instead of Ralph. I'll skip Ralph. I did Mantine, yeah. I did Mantine versus Skarmory. They're like version exclusive counterparts that people don't often like think of as being. Why did I do that? They're version exclusive counterparts that that people don't often think about being version exclusive counterparts. I fought this guy. I think I'm gonna skip him this time. Levels aren't really the thing. Like, early game levels aren't really the thing that hold Dragonite back. It gets held back, like, the repel's obviously a mistake, but I used the repel because I went down the other side and there's more grass. That's why. Oh my gosh. Yeah, levels aren't really the thing that Dragonite needs, though. It just, like, the goal is, like, get to red as fast as possible. Because Curse will solve the damage range problem there. It's really interesting how Pryce becomes the most important trainer in this run. Let's go. Yeah, Miltank is like the counterpart of Tauros, yep. I know Skarmory was like brought to prominence in Gen 3 because a lot of trainers have it in that game. I think, yeah, most people think it was introduced in Generation 3. Okay. This section of the game is fairly straightforward. One thing about Gen 2 and running Gen 2 is nice, like, it's kind of nice, it can also be a double-edged sword, is the fact that there's less that you have to put in your head. Like, before a Gen 1 run, I have to remember so many, like, small details, but before Gen 2, it's like, oh, you just play the game, and then, like, before Pryce, use 5 rare candies and you're good. Okay. I go to that side of the gym, typically, because I don't want to accidentally run into the rival. It has happened before. Yeah, Gligar and Delibird, yeah, I think they're counterparts. They do seem like they are. I'm gonna fight this guy. We can probably remove him from future routes to save a little bit of time. Wanting to be safe, though. Is it harder to go back to red and blue? Harder than what? Like, is it hard? I don't think so. I think those games are fun too. They're all just fun for different reasons. Just don't take enough damage from that. You can just attack. Hey, still ahead. Cool. I thought I might be behind by this point, but nope. I'm actually ahead by quite a bit for the early game. I am going to risk this. Because last time we saved and I was unsure about the save. I don't want to be doing stuff because I'm unsure. Just like, let's just be confident and go for it. Yellow is easier than red and blue in terms of difficulty, in terms of like enjoyment. I don't really like notice that I don't enjoy those games less. They're just different. They're easier, so it's more about like how fast can you beat the game rather than like how interesting is it for me to beat the game. Like how difficult is it? What do I do against the Sand Slash at the champion? Alright, we could save some time here if we get an Oddish fairly quickly, or a Paris again. Yay! I didn't teach Mudslap yet. Oh, Wrap gets the job done. I don't teach Mudslap. No, I do need it. There's like Magnemites and stuff that I should have it for. Sorry, a little bit sloppy here. Yeah, the gym leaders are a lot better in yellow. And the Elite Four especially is much better because they changed the movesets to the good what is called good AI, people call it AI Modification 3. AI Modification 3 just messes the trainers up in red and blue, but in yellow it's like actually functioning to like do good things in most cases. There are a lot of edge cases which I try to go into in my videos where they do weird things, but is Surge harder in red and blue or yellow? Probably red and blue, honestly. Because he has good AI and he has... That's, like, if you're a water type, he's going to be better in red and blue. But I don't think that makes him good. Like, he's still pretty trash. What a bad trainer. Oops. Yeah, he has more than one Pokemon in Red and Blue, and like good AI. I think those are like, maybe it makes him better. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. Yeah, Yellow Blaine is like one of the biggest differences, and Koga. Koga is very bad in Red and Blue. Like, Weezing and Mach are just not very good, and they're at low levels. But then in Yellow, he has Venomoth, of course, the best Pokemon in the game. It's a Psychic Flying type, so like Psychic types are really good in Gen 1, so you have a Venomoth, and then it's just like, wow. What are you gonna do? That's why they took it away from Sabrina. They're like, she's too good. You can escape rope out of here. Cool. Hopefully Psyduck cooperates. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that like my stuff makes you have a deeper appreciation of Generation 1. I definitely have a deeper appreciation of Generation 1 after playing all these challenges. Because when I first started them, it was like, oh, these games are glitchy and they're old, but they're really fun and nostalgic. And the more I play them, I'm like, oh, there's like really interesting stuff to dig into that is not always on the surface, like weird stat stuff. Like when you get paralyzed and then you get hit, like the opponent uses a stat altering move on themselves and then it recalculates your paralysis debuff. I find that one funny. Okay, come on. Let's go. Yeah. All right, don't crit. Oh, I'm using this to waste time. Well, I'll just throw balls now. Remember, the paralysis doesn't help. It's literally just there for looks right now. Okay, we got the Psyduck. I am going to get this because I have one too few escape ropes. I'm going to get trapped in one cave. So I'm going to get Dig. It's like wasting time and kind of annoying, but oh well. Let's go, Whitney. Okay, let's hope that this is going to be a good fight. I really hope. I don't want to reset here. Really don't want to reset here. Come on. Cooperate, please. Please. Ha! Razor Leaf. Metronome into Razor Leaf. Just awful. Alright. Yes, flinch. Flinch paralysis. This is great. We did it. Alright. Simple Whitney. 1 minute and 34 seconds ahead. That's really good. That's a really good start. And last run's Whitney was also excellent. Easy game. Yeah, exactly. We got this. Oops. Can I get this right now? Yeah, I can't. I think I will be able to though after I do this. I have Dig, so I can sell these. Fire Punch. We're gonna get 1 Ice Punch. We're gonna get 2 Thunder Punches. Ice Punch is really good. Thunder Punch here. And I can't get it yet. Darn. I think you can get that at 150 friendship. I have 149. It's okay, I'll come back for it. We don't need it right away either way. Where are you? Do I have no repels left? Oh, they're right there. They're above. I thought I was at the top of my bag. Go. Yeah, Sandshrew, I know. I always forget that that's a good HM user. It's like not in my brain yet. The first run was really good. It is a PB over what I've done before, so quite happy with it. Yeah, Sandshrew is a good HM user though. I should definitely not underestimate Sandshrew as a HM user in the future. Here I'm gonna put Mudslap in the top slot. That way it's easier to replace it when I have to. I did use a lot of ethers and stuff last time. Yeah, I made the overlay software myself for the channel. I learned programming to do it. It was a fun process. It took forever. But now we have it for 4 generations of games. Well, technically 5, but there are still a few things to do. Yeah, this one's been going well. Not until now. Didn't want to waste time with a repel. So we're going to do Hidden Power Dark. This is exclusively for Morty and just to get a one hit on pretty much all of his Pokemon except the Gengar. We also want to come over here to get the rare candy anyway. For Pryce. Oh, weird statements. Yeah, I think we do learn it now, and we just go slowly on the rival's Magnemite. It's okay. His Magnemite is not very good. I believe it came in last in the previous fight as well, or second. It doesn't actually matter. It's not going to be hard. If I lose to the Magnemite because of Supersonic, that'll be hilarious, but that's essentially the only thing that could go wrong. Yeah, this fan plays Pokemon for a living. Why would he become a software engineer? Yep. I don't know. Building software is fun. Honestly, I think I prefer like being in the ideation stage rather than in like the actual like building of it. It's fun to think up ideas and then like go through them rather than building them myself. I just noticed like with all the software work I've done on my channel already, it's just there are so many people that are so much better at this than I am, and it would be far better for them to continue doing software at that level and for me to just focus my efforts on things that matter more. Like, for example, playing the game better. That's what I'm really focused on right now. It's like, how do I improve my gameplay skill as much as possible? How do I film more runs? Get better data? Those kind of things. Like, I should be focusing on that. Yeah, I'm essentially becoming a project manager. Yeah. And I'm a very bad manager, very bad at coordinating and communicating, so this is a skill that I'm like actively having to cultivate this year. Dennis is mandatory. I tell everyone this, he is mandatory. I actually fight him in every single crystal run I do. How is Exceptional doing? Exceptional is doing exceptionally. Like, really good. I have learned, after hiring him, I have learned that having a 3-person team seems like the ideal for YouTube. Like, you have the perfect number of people all the time to just be getting stuff done and having like a beautifully flowing workflow. Instead of something that's more stilted and like, it's just like when there's 2 people, sometimes one of us doesn't have enough to do because the other person is having to fill in too much. Whereas right now I'm like freed up just enough that I can like stream like this. Like, Exceptional just finished for the day, but technically until now they've like Sean and him have been working on the video for this week. The bonk counter increments every time we hear the bonk sound play in the overworld. Would you need any help with anything else? Yeah, we always need help. The problem is like finding ways to integrate people into the workflow that doesn't take tons of my time. So like, if you have like an idea for something you want to build, then reach out to me, send me an email, let me know what the kind of thing is that you want to build, and send me a demo, something like that. Like that's going to be far more helpful than just generically like, what do you need help with? Well, there's lots of things, but like, I don't know if you're a perfect fit for okay, so we have to fight this second. That's fine. I don't know if you're a perfect fit. It's tricky. And then I have to spend a ton of cognitive resources trying to like find the perfect project for the perfect person. Yeah, I use my overlay. It sets the starter Pokemon, or I use technically it's called the disassembly, but essentially the game is set so that I can pick Dragonite as my starter. And then my overlay sets all the DVs so that all my DVs are perfect. Or close to perfect, but with Hidden Power Dark they're all perfect. All 15. I built an application for school and now making games in Game Maker Studio. Nice. Yeah, we have repel steps next to the bonk counter. Just so we have all the important information on screen. I need the mint berry for this, because we are two-hitting the Gengar now instead of Hidden Power Ground that we ran last time. One hits the Gengar. But I don't think it, like, when we do Hidden Power Ground, we have 12 in our attack DV and 7 in our HP DV. But both of those are perfect in this case. So we're sacrificing, like, essentially one turn in this battle to get 8 more HP DVs and, what's it called? 8 more HP DVs and 3 more attack DVs. I was less efficient in that section of the game. Lost a little bit of time. But still ahead of my former pace. I'm gonna re-pick the mint berry. They regrow when I leave the route. So that, like, because when I started playing these challenges, the first thing I thought to myself is like, is it fair to just save the game and walk away? Like, or do I have to play them in one sitting? If I have to play them in one sitting, then I can't change the clock. Or I can change the clock, but I should time myself. But if I can play them in multiple sittings, then it should be fine to just like save the game, and then every time the game is saved, you can basically discontinue the time at that point and like go and do something else. So then I thought, well, like if I can just save the game and walk away and like my timer is not going, then I can essentially pick up every time-based item, because I just save the game, wait until the proper time, then I pick it up. And then the real time starts again when I pick the item up. If that's the case, then there isn't really a reason to have to reset the clock. It just breaks the flow of the play. So then I just made all the time-based items available whenever you want them, essentially. Just in case. Again, Ice Punch. If it freezes me, we don't want to get frozen. Frozen and Ice Punched to death by a Hitmonchan. The fate that no Dragonite wants. Yay, we crit the Hitmonchan. Cool. Yeah, Fly is worse than Wing Attack for sure. And it has bad accuracy. In this game. In Generation 1, Wing Attack has 35 base power. So in that case, Fly is better because you one-hit more often. And one-hitting is key. You want to be one-hitting. Because then you're not taking damage. But if you're two-hitting with Wing Attack, you're taking damage in between. Which is not good. Yeah, you have to beat them in one go. You can't save between them, so you have to be careful. They almost are more consistent than Chuck in a lot of cases. As we're about to see, Chuck is kind of bad. Flinch the Poliwrath, cool. Thunder Punch is better here. I miss his Dynamic Punch, alright. Then I paralyze it and it can't move. Yeah, good job, Chuck. Gained 3 seconds there. Yeah, Chuck is bad unless you're Onyx. Go watch the Onyx video from the other day. Oh gosh, that was rough. That was so rough. All of the trainers starting at Chuck, like Pryce, Jasmine, everyone was so difficult, and they required interesting, unique solutions for all of them. I genuinely had a lot of fun optimizing Onyx. It was not fun playing the final run because it took me so long to get the run that I was happy with, but in general, like, I had a lot of fun. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but you can go over here. He just tells you this. You just can't go up the waterfall. That's what stops you. So then you can grab this rare candy, and you're in Kanto, so you can't fly back, but you can teleport back. Another reason to grab Abra. Because remember, I said I'm going to use the rare candies before Pryce, so I have to be able to collect enough rare candies, and I can. Because I can get this one. I should have gone to the department store. Calcium raises both special attack and special defense because the stat experience for special is a unified quantity in Generation 2. This mirrors the internal data structure of Generation 1. It allows things for like trades between the games. They split the quantities in Generation 3 when they redid the systems for EVs. No. Onyx is definitely not my mode. I liked playing Onyx and optimizing it. It was nowhere near as painful as Seal. Seal is still my most disliked Pokemon that has been released so far on the channel. That could change soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Alright. Rocket plotline. Or Rocket hideout. Kind of a boring area. Okay, this Magnemite guy, I'm going to teach Hidden Power Fire. Because we need it for Pryce and Jasmine. And we don't need Hidden Power Dark for pretty much anything. It's really only useful against... like, you might think, what about Will? No. Will is usually so bad that he doesn't matter. So you really just want Hidden Power Dark for Morty. And in most cases when you run Hidden Power Dark, you're running it because you want the DVs, not because you want the Dark type Hidden Power. Oh my gosh. Would you speed run newer games or at least give it a shot? Yeah. As you can see on my channel, every single year on December 25th, I start a new game. I have done that since the start of my channel 4 years ago, which is why we're currently playing Platinum. Because I started first year Yellow, then within the first year, on December 25th, I started playing Gold and Silver, then later transitioned that series over to Crystal. The next year, did Emerald, next year did Fire Red, and this last year, I started Platinum. So we're working our way towards newer games. I don't know if that'll ever stop. Like, there does come a point, though, when I'm releasing one video in the Yellow series every, like, maybe even longer, maybe once every, like, 2 months. And then at that point, it's like, maybe I shouldn't start a new series. Like, we do need Yellow content. Okay. I remembered not to headbutt the coughing this time. I might have to battle a couple optional trainers here. Because, as you can see, so there's this guy here who has 2 coughing. Coughing give good experience yields. So I'm going to fight them, because remember, I need 33, because I want a rare candy 5 times to 38 before Pryce. And then there's the Golbat guy just outside this next, this ramp thing. Ladder. No, it's not a ladder, it's stairs. We'll fight him. Because it's fully evolved, so it gives decent experience. Then we'll fight the executive and the electrodes. If we still don't have enough experience, then we'll fight the one person inside of Pryce's gym. I'm hoping we have enough. Oh, okay, well, we don't want to hit that anymore. That is one downside of running no hidden power ground. We want to hit that with hidden power ground last time. Small thing, though. It's very small. Yeah, we should level up with these electrodes. I've played all the modern Pokemon games in like my spare time casually, but I haven't played them on the channel. Although Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is one game that I have never finished. I did start it, but I never finished it. I forget what happened. I just got like life took over and I got distracted. Okay. I'm also hoping they take their time with Gen 10. Slow. That was so slow. Alright, I just want to check and see that I have 5 rare candies. Or is it only 4? I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, do not stop learning agility. I do need to learn agility. So I have to learn it in the place of Ice Punch right now. We will have to get another Ice Punch TM. Small difference between the runs there because of the timing of the level up. Overall, though, not that impactful. I don't have a held item here that's useful. That's okay. Pryce should be fine. As long as I still one-hit the seal, but damage ranges are better, so higher level. Then we headbutt the dugong. Flinch? Okay, we win. Unless this somehow survives, it doesn't. Okay. Well, that was a lot easier than last time. Last time I did Jasmine first as well. This is the more optimal routing with less backtracks. It's fighting Pryce first. Hopefully I've remembered the super potion thing. Secret potion. It's very occasional that I forget it. Does happen though. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Nope. It's there. Just in case. I don't know. Steelix crits or something and defense drops and does it again. I don't think we can lose here, honestly. It just misses Iron Tail. That move is so bad. Alright, so we beat Jasmine faster than last time, but we'd already beat Pryce. Like, we've already beat Pryce in this run, whereas last time we hadn't. We had like 7 resets against him or something. This is very different than the last playthrough. So now we'll do the snowy PP management here. Essentially use Headbutt until it runs out of PP. Then once Headbutt's out of PP, you teach Return in its place to restore the PP. Because Headbutt is usually like run its course by this point, and you can see in the bottom left-hand side of the screen that Return's base power is 89 right now. I added that specifically in for Generation 2. Normally, like over there I display a different piece of information in Gen 3 and 4, but in Gen 2 I'm doing Return's base power because it's really important. Yeah, I'll buy Ice Punch when I come up from the basement after. Because I have special moves in the form of Thunder Punch and Fire Punch for the rocket at the top. It doesn't need to be Ice Punch. Ice Punch will have slightly more damage, but I still think I'll have enough with these moves. I like Dragonite's back sprite. He looks like a disappointed dad. Oh, that's funny. He does. Dragonite does look kind of sad in his back sprite. He looks really like happy in the front Sugimori art, but then the back sprite, look at him. He looks like he's frowning. Just like, son, why did you fumble the football in the game? I'm sorry, Dad. They're not gonna give you a scholarship. Look at his little antennae, or whatever they are, ear things. Those are disappointed dad antennae. He's leaving to buy milk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we should get a disappointed Dragonite emote for sure. Okay, so we 1-hit the coughing. We'll 2-hit the wheezing. We're fine, because as long as you 1-hit the coughing here, this fight's fine. If you don't, you're gonna get hit by like self-destruct, sludge, get poisoned, smokescreen stacks up, everything falls apart. This is the hardest part of the entire Rocket plotline, if you can't 1-hit those coughing. But if you can, as you saw there, fight's really simple and straightforward. I opened the menu there to pause the spinner's motion so I can see where they're at and then time my inputs better. On 1x speed, it would be easier because you would have more perceptual time to react to the events. Just gonna up these moves, PP, before this battle. My Surf fade. I do not hate Surf in Generation 2. Surf is good in Generation 2. So yeah, my Surf hating phase does end in this game. Hey. Same thing that happened last time. Curse in Gen 1 is just not... Or, sorry, Surf in Gen 1 is just not very good. And Surf can be deleted in this game. Exactly. That's why it's like so much easier. You just get Surf. Like, if you don't need it for red, you can just get rid of it with the move deleter. Whereas in Gen 1, you're stuck. Like, well, it's not really that good after the mid-game, but like, I gotta keep it around now. Ugh. I feel like it's better to just figure out a route that doesn't use it. Yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I haven't played them very much, honestly. I've maybe done like 1 full playthrough or 2 of them, but they're really great. I feel like they balanced like trying to be faithful to the originals while adding new things in a very good way in those ones. Although I wish the level curve was better, that's my only gripe. Look at the time. Under 40 minutes to this point, we're doing pretty well. I'm really like craving to like play a casual playthrough at some point. I just like got thinking about it and I'm like, oh, I missed that. Like, I haven't done a casual playthrough in like 4 years. I guess the last casual playthrough I did was Scarlet and Violet when they just came out. But like, I haven't done a casual playthrough of a game I've already played in a while. I know people have said before that they would be interested in a video like that, so maybe I'll make one. I just don't want to put a lot of effort into something and then have it like completely flop. That's happened before and it's always painful. I don't know, maybe I'll just do one in my spare time. Or I could stream one, I guess. There's something so beautiful about the Pokemon experience of like doing a casual playthrough and just like building your team and like figuring out which Pokemon you want to use next. I really love like including Pokemon on my team, not because they're good together, but more because like I like them. And then I try and like build everything out around the Pokemon that I like. I take a very like Karen philosophy at my Pokemon team building. This is, by the way, the reason I'm buying Calcium is just because they increase both my stats, and I literally just want to do more damage until I get to Lance. Because once I get to Red, Curse will carry for us. Man, Dragonite's way better than I thought it was. I've been really impressed. Oh, here's an interesting question. Oh, Scott, I wanted to go back and ask again about the new strategies you were trying to find to prevent burnout during versus video creation. That's a good, yeah, I've been like thinking about it a lot more of just like, how do I prevent burnout when I'm doing this stuff? But for versus videos, the one thing I did find is like, I'm not allowing myself to record voiceover for versus videos if I'm not done all the playthroughs and I'm not satisfied with my playthroughs. Because that way, like, I was finding that I would get really discouraged if the narrative shifts by the end and I've like finished all the runs. Like I'm finishing the runs and then the narrative starts to shift and I can't like play into it earlier on into the video, then it feels like creatively less satisfying. So if I just wait until everything's filmed until I record the first line of voiceover, then it feels a little bit more creatively satisfying. Also with like Mr. Mime versus Mewtwo and Hypno, that one that came out a little while ago, I just allowed myself to go with my creative impulse. Like, oh, I want to see how Mewtwo does. Okay, let's play it. Like, oh, I want to see how Hypno does. Let's play it. And that was really fun. So it was less structured and there was less like demands on me. It was just like, I'm just following my nose where it goes and seeing what happens. Oh gosh. We'll probably... I have another Thunder Punch TM, so we can delete Thunder Punch now. Oops. But we'll delete it right before Claire to get Ice Punch, I think. Because I think we can return through the Dragonairs and the other things in the gym and then use Thunder Punch on the Seadra. The Dratini don't have very much health or HP. No, not or HP, and HP. I said I was going to use the PP up and then I didn't, so I'm just going to skip it this time. I was thinking to use it on Curse so that if I got hit by Charm too many times, I could continuously use Charm or continuously use Curse to boost my attack. It's really funny because in Gen 2, PP ups on Curse at the end of the game sometimes is the best play. Yeah, it was also easier on me for that one because I did make the versus video, in one day. I think there are some solo videos that are my best quality, but I think in general, yeah, the versus videos, I try and make the quality higher for them. I'm like, this is the moment for me to really show up and try and put in all my effort. Although Onyx, I think the Onyx video came out really well. I'm really happy with it. I think it's one of my better solo run videos, if not the best so far. Before that I would have said Smeargle, but now I think it's Onyx. I'm trying to top it this weekend, but I don't know if we're gonna pull it off. I'm really happy with where the Onyx video ended up. Okay, goodbye Thunder Punch. We're keeping Fire Punch for both Will's Executor. Well, I guess Ice Punch is better there, but we're keeping it for the Fortress. The Onyx video rocked. Wow, thank you. Yeah, 50 plus faults down to 8. I think it was like 62 faults or something. It was ridiculous. The number of, like, the first playthrough was awful. 20 resets, I think it was. Haha, rocked. Yeah, that's good. I didn't get that. Walked right into it. You could say I stubbed my toe. Okay. Oh, the Kingdra actually smokescreened me, but it didn't do anything. Okay, Claire. Dragonite's really good. It is really good. So much better than I was expecting. Arcanine is still Reset King. I think it will be for a long time. I don't know if, maybe not ever. I got so stubborn when filming that one. And yeah, later this week, I am going to do Tyranitar. Thursday. Thursday, if everything goes according to plan, we do Tyranitar. Oh, that's a problem. We have to delete dig to get waterfall. Yeah, I'm going to redo Arcanine in yellow. I say Arcanine. I think some people want me to say Arcanine. That seems so clunky. Arcanine? Like, yeah, I get it's a canine. Arcanine just feels like more like fluid. Did I get this? No, I didn't get this. Couldn't get this because I didn't have Whirlpool. There was someone a while ago that was like, I think it was my wife actually, who said, I don't like criticizing people based on pronunciations because it just means that they learned the word from reading. It's like, oh, that's really smart. This cave is short, I'll just walk out. Alright, our time. Look at the time. Look at the time. This is so good. Alright, let's go. We've already done a bunch of this stuff too, like getting the rare candy, so we can just skip. Megan is not going to catch us. No AI-driven horror movie here. Skip all of that. Skip the little heal house. Okay. I'm feeling really good about this run. No resets so far. We got past both Whitney and Pryce unscathed. I think my overworld motion for the most part has been pretty good for Gen 2. I'm not as good with my overworld navigation as I am in Generation 3 in this game. But I think I'm pulling it off. This fight shouldn't be a problem. The rival's generally not very good. And then I think we rare candy. No, we don't need safeguard. There was a while when I thought safeguard would be useful to block like the thunder waves and stuff from the from Lance. Love the bonk counter. Yeah, the bonk counter seems to be like everyone's favorite feature on my channel. When I take it away, everyone just like revolts. I'm very functional. I think pronunciation only matters so far as you can understand what the person's saying. If you can understand what they say, then pronunciation doesn't matter anymore. It's like terms and abbreviations and stuff. Like if you can understand what someone's talking about, then it's okay. But if you can't, then someone needs to change it. Oh, there's a little like cropping error in this in Gen 2 as well. I just noticed it. Oh. No! I'm gonna get psychic and lose here. Oh no, it's just going to amnesia. Okay. Might still win. I thought for sure Fire Punch would still do enough damage. Okay, well we win, but we learned a thing. Does safeguard prevent bonking? I wish. I'd use it in every playthrough. Okay. Koga. Fortress. Gonna get destroyed. He sends it in right after the Aridos, which is hilarious. This will be a 2-hit. The Muck is annoying. I have like a 64% chance to knock the Crobat out in 1 hit now. And I get it, crit. Cool. Venomoth, it might be an ice type, but can still one hit. I'm a higher level now, so one hit with Fire Punch. Pretty good. These saves are more in case I make a mistake rather than for Dragonite. Like, Dragonite I think is kind of fine. Okay, we still don't get the one hit on the Hitmontop. That's a little annoying. Would have been nice just to speed things up a little bit. Oh, there's the Rock Slide. How much it does? Not very much, right? Simple. I might go into Karen with less than full health. She has a lower chance of using her annoying moves if you don't have full health, just so everyone knows. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Stomp does double damage on a minimized Pokemon. I found this out because there was one challenge I was doing where I was allowed to use minimize still. Hey, she failed the sand attack anyways. Okay. And I was getting stomped by Whitney's Miltank and everyone's like, stop! It does double damage! You're like, oh. Alright, wow, this has been really easy. Dragonite, look at this time, look at this time. This could be one of the best Lance splits of all time. Of the entire channel's history. No, we don't need anything. I think we just win. Okay. Let's go. This is a range. Oh! Did the mic cut out? I don't think the mic cut out. It's kind of a hilarious hilarious reset. Gosh. So silly, the flinch. Mike is dead? Mike is not dead. Yeah, the mic. I think I actually. Wow. Alright, good Lance split still. No, the mic is definitely not cutting out. I'm looking at it right now. It's not doing the same thing it was doing before. I'll check the VOD and stuff and see if there is like problems with it. If there is, then I'll go back and fix it. Okay, so we're 4 minutes and 57 seconds ahead of our previous pace. Which is not going to be enough to get us under an hour and 10 minutes, but it is going to be enough to get us into the S tier, provided nothing happens in Kanto. And what could possibly happen in Kanto? It's like I'm periodically muting my mic? Weird. Well, I'm not seeing it on my side, so it's not the same behavior that I had before. I'll have to go back and look at it and see what the problem is. Because nothing visually is like I'm having good microphone levels and everything going in. OBS is having no encoder problems. Oh. Don't do that. Favorite spot in the whole run. Going into the Pokemon Center there is the plan. I want to set my waypoint there so that I can teleport back later on. Okay. Oops. There's a PP up over there, but I'm not going to get it. I don't think that that's worth it in this case. Maybe it happens when I get louder? Maybe. I don't know, it might have to do with like the limiter that I have on, maybe. I did not know about that leftovers. It's a good leftovers. It's the easiest one to get. All right. 54. I think like the major innovation between this run and the previous one that I showed in Dragonite versus Tyranitar, the main innovation here is just understanding that Dragonite does not need to luck past Blastoise. And it does... Oh! Wow, okay, we froze the Blossom and did not one-shot. That's kind of cool. But we don't need to luck past the Blastoise. We can defeat it consistently. No, don't do that. Just teleport back. One thing like about these runs, what I find, or how I plan them now when I'm doing them behind the scenes, is I try and think, like figure out where is the required maximum, local maximum, the required local maximum. So like, what trainer requires a certain level, and locally it has to be that level for consistency and for just like to get through the game. Like, I can never beat Pryce if I'm level 30, but if I'm level 38, I will always beat Pryce. So that's the local maximum for Pryce. It's like being level 30 that's the maximum level that I need there. And then like, can the rest of the run be planned around that 38 for Pryce? So then I need to just only grind before him, and then after that, like maybe I can cut all the optional trainers, something like that. Sometimes the maximum is Red, the final boss. You're like, I have to be level 73 to win for some reason. Like I need the damage range after one curse because I'm only ever going to get one set up. Or I have enough speed that I can drop my speed once, and then I still outspeed the Blastoise, but we're fine. But Dragonite doesn't have enough speed to do that. Oops. So I try and plan around that now, figuring out like what is the most important spot. Then, like for Onyx, for example, it was level 45. Chuck, Pryce, and Jasmine. Once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, the whole run can revolve around this specific level, and I can plan everything to get me there, hopefully as fast as possible, and then to get me out of there in a way that's going to be successful at the end of the game. But I didn't need like ridiculous level for Red. Red was, oh, oops. This was obviously just a misclick. I literally just bumped the controller and then it went down and was like, ah. Do crystal runs have a much longer length? Yes. Yeah, they're much longer. Like, I would say like a good, like Dragonite, the time that it's putting out right now, this is comparable. I would say the analog to this in yellow is like a 40-minute time. Maybe sub 40, maybe even like we're going to like 39-minute time. Like this is a really good time. So you can see just how much, like there's probably another half hour of play time in a crystal footage, in crystal playthrough when compared with yellow. Because like a run that's over an hour in yellow version is not very good. That's like lower portions of the tier list. But for crystal, a run that's like an hour and 5 minutes is like, that would be the best run I've ever done. Sub hour feels like sub 35 minutes in yellow. So this is going to be, I think we're going to have a really good result with Dragonite right now. This time is exceptional. And to steal a catchphrase, and so are you. Go watch Exceptional, by the way. He's a great solo challenge runner as well. He also did like a 5-hour Stardew Valley video My wife has been playing Stardew Valley obsessively. So if you want something to put on in the background for a while, consider that. I always love it when I find videos that are like really long and they're someone talking about something they're super passionate about. Nope. What other games do you play? Well, I play Yellow version, I play Emerald version, I play Fire Red, I play Platinum. Probably gonna start playing a new game at some point here in the near future. In all seriousness, I play only Pokemon right now. My wife and I have been playing Bloomborough Magic the Gathering though. We got the commander decks and we just like playing them against each other, which is really fun. I don't play any modern games. Like I haven't played a new release since Scarlet and Violet. I just forgot Misty. Forgotten plot. I love the Bloomborough lore. Yeah, as soon as my wife saw them make Trash do Smash, like she was like, we're getting this. Like, we're getting this, we're playing it. Like, let's go. Okay. So she bought it for me for my birthday. What a great birthday. I'm kidding. It was an amazing birthday present, but definitely nothing in it for her. Nothing at all. I'll just go back to Misty. I might do another playthrough of something like that on my channel, like another monster hunting game or something, like a monster collecting game, but probably not unless I decide to make one myself. I have thought about making a game like that. If I made one myself, I'd probably like put a bit of it on my channel because it would be fun, but I'm not gonna like, I also don't want to become the, like, this channel is very much centered around the Pokemon main series games. And I don't want to become the channel that's like, oh, and now I have this new product. I'm going to tell you about it in every single one of my videos. Like, I would hope if I made something that is unrelated to this channel, that it could be successful in its own right without me having to promote it here. So I would try to just, like, if I try to do something else, like the StarCraft channel got brought up, if I was going to do that, like, I'm probably only ever going to talk about it in that one video. And I'll probably just never talk about it again. I'll talk about it on stream because I'm just hanging out, but I'm not going to like promote it elsewhere. I feel like if I do something else, it needs to be like I need to make it so good that it can just stand on its own 2 feet rather than relying on something else I've done in the past. So I prefer new projects to kind of be their own little islands away from everything that I'm doing here. Okay. Hey, I crit the Meg Cargo, 1 hit. Cool. I don't think we're going to do sub 110. Oh! I had that damage range last time. We lose our time there from the Meg Cargo, oh well. I don't know if it's an artist mentality. I think it's also a business mentality. Like, for me, like, if you're gonna launch a new business, like, relying on your, like, former self to do something new, it seems actually like a liability. Whereas it seems like a strength if you're able to just make something that's completely new and not have to rely on, like, what you've done before. Like, look at how strong this thing is. It doesn't rely on anything else I've done. That seems like a strength. Yeah, don't forget Misty. I know. I'm going to go back to her after this. There's slightly more clicks there getting to the Misty Gym. Although, this time, we're going to be careful. Last time I was not careful. I'm going to be careful this time and save. Because my damage ranges here are not great. I think it's going to Rain Dance, though. Yep. So if the Lapras is always going for Rain Dance, then I think this is not the worst thing in the world, this battle. If the Lapras was actually choosing Blizzard, because of it could see the one hit on Dragonite, that would be worrisome. But that's not what we're dealing with. I'm going to use both Rare Candies, I decided. Come on. Don't want to learn it. Yeah, but a business would do cross-promotion and stuff like that. Sure. But I don't know. I actually think that that's a weakness. So, like, maybe I'm just not a good business person, which is probably the case. But to me, it's like, what is the value in cross-promotion? Like, maybe you'll get sales, but, like, is it short-term sales? Are there, like, what's the quality? It's okay. We're still going to be fine because this blue is not that good. I just think, like, organic traffic that is generated for whatever the thing is that you're making is always superior to forced traffic through marketing efforts. I don't know. Might cut out again? Okay. Well, I'll look into it again. Hopefully I can figure it out. Ha! Scissor. Oh. Come on. I cut off after sales. I just think like the main philosophy is just like organic traffic is superior to stuff where you're like actually marketing and trying to pull people in. Like if you're actually making something that's good and useful, just like make a good and useful thing and then like put it out there. I don't know. And maybe that's me being cynical about like products being not actually useful and people trying to market them to me. Like, hey, you want this like new AI video editor? You type a prompt in and then like it'll like spit out video and a script for you about your next StarCraft. Like, no, I don't want this. This is not what I want. I like something that's actually a... Yeah, the mic just cut out again. I saw it this time. Definitely is cutting out. You're all correct. Yeah, the AI got me. I know. I don't know, there's just so many of those products now that's like an AI platform for this. Subscribe, $9.99 a month. It's cheap. Look at it. It's so useful. Like, is it really? I'm not sure. I don't feel like it is. All those things, all those tools I've used outside of just like exceptional to me. All right, red, let's go. All right, Pikachu. Ah! Oh my gosh. This is how it gets you, by the way. If it crits, that's how it gets you. But Thunder can also miss, as you just saw there. Like, Thunder's kind of a trash move for the Pikachu to be using and relying on. The fact that Dragonite is a dragon type allows us to do this. We couldn't do this if it was just a flying type with some other secondary typing. So Dragonite is really relying on its primary typing here to be able to defeat this Pikachu in a way that's like decently consistent. Oh gosh. Oh no, it's gonna get me, isn't it? Yep. That's a player mistake. I should have been a little bit more safe. There might be, like, people mentioned this before, of like a setup with agility first, just so that you know you're outspeeding even if you set up some curses. Then you can get the rest off more. It's safer to get the rest off in a situation like that. So I learned a little thing there. Small blemish on this run. Oh gosh. Nope, got me again. Oh gosh. Oh, I can still get you like this though. It's like sniping me. I honestly wonder if I should just agility and then, like, if it ever attacks me, just heal immediately. Like, obviously not in this situation, I have so much health, but like, okay, well, we're just gonna win off of this, aren't we? Like, maybe just in these situations, you just heal. You just play super safe. Like, always try and make sure you have enough speed to always get the rest off. And just, like, take your time. Apparently the mic cut out again. I noticed that one. Okay, let's get set up. I'm getting a little scared. Like to get one more, then we'll rest. Then we're gonna finish our setup. We're not gonna finish our setup. Ah, we're gonna chance the Blastoise with a range. Oh, never mind, we're not. We're gonna lose. Okay. Ooh, maybe the PP-ups are required. I think the PP-ups might be required, which is kind of hilarious. Gosh. The frequency with which Thunder gets paralysis, this is ridiculous. Apparently my mic is now cutting out much more frequently. I'm not sure why. It's like the Pikachu stuff it's just getting it. Alright, we're good now. Let's go. This should be it. This is... the interesting thing here is this is still far superior to the old method. No, the Pikachu does not have static, but that would be cool. This is still S tier. Well, okay, sorry my mic's cutting out a lot. This is still S tier placement. Pretty good run for Dragonite. Not like a disappointing end, I would say. I learned a couple things early on, but then I got unlucky. I think if Thunder paralyzes you, there's just the chance of losing. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like this... Oh gosh, microphone, come on. Why are you doing this to me? What is up? Can we not? Like, can we just chill? Just stay on, please. This run can obviously go no resets. It's pretty simple. I think just agility first against red. Then after agility first, set up with gonna set up with curse, and then from there you can sweep. I think the Pikachu shouldn't get you that often. The lower level you are, the more difficult this run becomes because the Thunders start doing more and more damage. So I think like I don't think we can push the level much lower. Roll. Okay, I know I cut out again. Overall, this is a really good time. Dragonite before had 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 44 seconds. With its current time, 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 24 seconds. It did a lot better than I was expecting it to do. And it actually gets the time faster than Lugia. And faster than Feraligatr. That's really good. Dragonite's fourth place over... Oh no, it's also... Yeah, fourth place overall. But there's a wide gap between it and Ursaring. I think it probably could do like a 110 time, maybe a 109 time Dragonite if it was like perfect. I don't know. This Focusrite Scarlet interface that I have is complete garbage. Don't buy one. I don't know what it like. I looked them up online and everyone's having these disconnecting problems. It's really frustrating. So I tried moving mine around and stuff and fixing it. I bought a new one. It has worse noise floor, so I went back to the old one. But maybe I have to go and buy a third one. So I don't think we'll ever beat Ursaring's time if Ursaring also just fix the mic. It's not the mic's problem. The mic is not the problem. It is the audio interface that is the problem. So yeah, unfortunately, I cannot fix the mic. And I cannot plug the mic into the computer without the audio interface, so there is nothing to do. Ursaring got a time, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 31 seconds. I don't think Dragonite's going to beat that. If Ursaring gets reruns, it's probably going to get its time lower. So Dragonite, I think it makes... Okay, it makes sense this is behind Ursaring. Sorry. Wow. This is frustrating. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to come back on Thursday and do Tyranitar. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're incredible. See you next time.